Hi there and welcome to Norway. I am back in Norway and I want to show you the Great Hall, the Great Viking Hall, just up the path here. We have those in Norway too. A couple of weeks ago I was in Denmark, but now I've just traveled across the fjord up here in Viken, and we have a wonderful living museum, and people come here for a very famous festival every year, the Midgardsblot, concerts and stuff like that. And it's a beautiful area. If you come here, I recommend that you take the path through the forest. It's not very far to walk. Take the path to the Great Hall, because on the way to the Great Hall you will see something amazing. This is Heimdall, one of the gods, the guardian. Now you see the big horn here, that's Yallar horn, and he will signal by blowing in that horn when the end of the world is beginning. He can hear everything, and he has 9 mothers. I don't know how that happened. And I find it incredibly fascinating that as you walk here following the path, you come across Heimdall right here at the entrance of the fortress. Now I did not know that there was going to be something happening here today. So apparently there will be some kids visiting, so there will be like this fighting group here demonstrating stuff. And there's a lady here selling some tablet weaved what do you call them, ribbons, and other crafts over here. So I'm going to have a look there. So this was an added bonus, I would say, because I didn't expect anything to kind of be happening here today. Now, there are still people who believe that those who lived in Northern Europe during the Viking Age were primitive people. That myth has kind of started to die, luckily, but here's another example of the crafts and the arts that were practiced during that time. So here's a pattern from England. Well, actually you can see I have one here on my tunic here. But this is for 400 to 500. Here's from Nordfjord, the same time period, and Birka down here, very well-known pattern. And you can see, maybe I get banned now. I don't know if you can see that detail there, but that was it's common in Europe, that pattern. That's that thing there.
Er det
Now, I didn't get to film inside the Great Hall because of rules and regulations, but that's okay. I'm now walking this way over to the grave mounds. I always say, if I'm asked to describe that place, I always say it's a truly magical place, and you have to come here and walk among those mounds to truly understand how magical it is. The Borre burial mounds can be found right next to the museum. There are 7 large and 21 smaller burial mounds. The oldest date back to 600 AD. The investigation started back in 1851. Sadly, some local road builders used one of the mounds as a gravel pit and in the process destroyed large parts of a Viking ship. The very famous Oseberg ship was not found in one of the large mounds near the museum. It was found in a mound some distance south of the Borre mounds. This is the best preserved Viking longship we have found, and you can see it on display in the Viking Ship Museum in Oslo.